Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is Dragon Ball Multiverse, starting off with Chapter 14. Now, I am a bit worried because it's a special, and the specials so far have not been my favorite chapters, but this seems to be specifically about Universe 16, which I'm very excited about. I need to know, like, is Bra Vegito's daughter? Like, did she come from Vegito as opposed to Vegeta? The difference being that, like, she looks identical to Universe 18's Bra. They would have the same name, obviously, because I assume they were both named by Bulma, but, like, that's what I'm so curious about. Why is there a big divergence there? Also, I should say, I'm very sad that we won't be seeing more of Mary Sue right now, because she is the most perfect character in the series thus far. But hopefully, we'll get past this and we'll get back to her. Not my favorite style, I'll be honest. Like, it does look a lot better than some of the other special chapters, which just looked oof. But this is not my favorite aesthetically, yet I do like the stylization of it, like especially the noses. They feel very distinct. Jeez, brah. To be fair, I really don't know why they're around. Like, I guess, yeah, why are they here? I assume we're getting backstory for it, but like, I wouldn't choose any Saiyans whatsoever to be like diplomats or to meet diplomats. That just seems like a bad time. Okay. Okay. So that the divergence isn't actually that Goku and Vegeta fused. Like, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking of it as like, that's the the one nail, if one for a nail. That was the big divergence. But no, it's the fact that he is now like the mouthpiece of the Kais. Like, he is basically being a universe cop. That makes sense. Like, he is insanely OP. Like, there is nothing in the universe that is as powerful as Vegito, even now in Super, really. Oh, by the way, I did watch Broly recently. It is fantastic. Would recommend. If there's a theater around you that shows Broly, please go to it. It is amazing. It's worth it. 100%. If you don't have a theater near you, because it's Dragon Ball, like, because there's so much hype over it, there are, like, I don't know if there are any good versions yet on Ya, but there definitely are versions on Ya, and like people are trying to like cut together like different video and audio tracks to get the ultimate, like, the best possible experience. So there should be something watchable there. That said, I would recommend going to a theater and watching it. So, okay, so that's also why Pan is so incredibly strong. Like, he took both of them, even though Pan's not his daughter. Like, with Bra, it makes sense. Oh, even with Bra, like, I guess here's the big thing. Like, are we going to know whether she's his daughter? Also, Bulma seems very cool with this. Like, despite the fact that this is not the person she married, this is a combination of the person she married and the kid that, she spent a lot of time just hanging out with. I guess we are keeping it ambiguous. Like, because, yeah, we don't actually know how much time passed here. Well, it is year 778. Oh, no, never mind. In 774, they fused. 778 is... Oh, no, there's a time skip, though. So she could be, like, older now. I guess we don't know. She does look younger, but is she... I guess that's the big question. Does this panel refer to all of this? Or, like, how much time passed? Because clearly she's not, several years older in the next panel. Like, she's older, but not that much older, right? Yeah, that is kind of a concern, right? Vegito, do something! Oh yeah, but look at how healthy she is. God, that's adorable. Oh my god, okay, so even now, we have never seen, like, canonically, Vegeta's mom. It's really cool they bothered to, like, bring her in for this. It does make sense, though, like, if we're ever going to see her, his mom, it'd be now. So what, do I look like a sissy? Yeah, okay, that's Bulma. I do like the characterization in this so far. Like, I guess this is all written by Saligir. Like, it's only the artist that's changing, so, like, and Saligir has been very good at nailing the original characters. Like, this is some classic Bulma. Take that in your face, Broly. Oh my god. I can't believe we had three, like, classic gags one after the other. I am so happy with Multiverse right now. Like, it's so good. That's the thing. I've been liking Super a lot because it has like the Super anime, I should say. I don't really like the manga that much, and I think it's because the manga doesn't have quite the balance of OG Dragon Ball to new Dragon Ball Z like tone that Super has. I really do appreciate that Super does do like more goofy stuff, but we do have filler and whatnot that really captures the feel of Dragon Ball. Like, even Dragon Ball Z, honestly, like, I feel like around the, I guess around the Cell Saga, things got way too serious. Like, even in, like, Frieza, like, even early Saiyan Saga, honestly, like, there is a pretty clear shift in tone. And it's not that it's bad. Like, obviously, if I thought it was bad, I wouldn't be such a big fan. But I do think, like, I prefer the mix of comedy to seriousness that Super has. And I'm really happy the Multiverse is nailing that as well. Like, because it's a fan comic, I kind of assumed, like, before I started at all, I kind of assumed it was going to be more serious. Like, it was going to shy away from being goofy. But I'm very glad that's not the case. Oh, don't worry, she'll grow way stronger. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And that's how Sun Bra wait, Sun Bra? Her name is Sun Bra in this world? Wait, Vegito took the last name Sun instead of Briefs? That feels really weird. I mean, I guess technically Vegeta is not Vegeta Briefs. But no, even then, like, if we're assuming they take the last name of, the person who has a last name, like, Chi-Chi didn't have a last name. Like, her dad also didn't really have one. He was just the Ox King, Gyumao. Then yeah, it makes sense that Gohan Goten would be Son Gohan, Son Goten, because they took the last name that was there. But in this situation, like, Bra should definitely have the last name Briefs, like Trunks does, right? I don't know how did this happen? What is going on? I do really like this illustration though. Like, first of all, I really appreciate that it's a half not colored page blended into color. Like that's always a really cool aesthetic. I also like how like early Dragon Ball this feels, especially with like this might sound like a bit of a an insult, but like how monkey like Bra looks. She looks like Sun Wukong from Journey to the West, like from the paintings and stuff I've seen of Journey to the West. It feels very like classical Chinese. That and also her hair, like her hair really fits. Oh wow, that's not the end of the chapter. I'm honestly surprised. God, I love how out of place 10 looks right there. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. Like, you've got Videl, who is clearly like, she's leaning towards the more feminine aspects. You've got Goten, who's like, oh yeah, she'll become someone like me, a thinker, a scientist. And then Vegito. Well then. We also know what she's doing in the future, so yeah, Vegito probably won this one. They take time to grow up, don't they? Can't we put them 2 days in the time chamber? Oh my god. Okay, I don't think Videl's gonna be able to keep up. There's no way, right? Alright, a little warming up. A circle around the earth. God, Videl. I do really appreciate the the attempt to keep everyone relevant though. Like, especially in Universe 16, where like Vegito is this like massive upper tier scale. I do appreciate that like he is training the girls and that the other characters are, at least around. Like, they're not being neglected. Oh, that's super cute. You're so fast in the front I couldn't see you. Oh my. Oh, okay, so throwing her right into the fray. Like, first of all, I do appreciate the Pan is not here. Second of all, she's like, yeah, you can destroy tanks, but not when someone's in it, but she's gonna have to stop a literal war. That's a bit rough. Oh, okay, never mind, I see. That's Vegito. Vegito-sama is here. Well, his very existence stopped it. That was a really good goof. Vegito. Man, Vegito's such a bad dad. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so that's I love it. Like, it's the exact same setup, but just the universes are different. That's really cool. If there's a monster under your bed, then destroy him like all your enemies. Same universe, same year, somewhere else on Earth. Okay, so we're doing it again, but with Goten. Of course, Goku's just hyped to fight. Is that it? I feel like we're building to a climax. Universe 18 and 16, 10 years later, the Earth. Why? Oh my god. Poor Videl. Poor Videl. I do appreciate, by the way, that this version of Gohan is the like the geek version of Gohan. That he hasn't been completely retconned out as being like, you know, always a fighter. Because I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and I do appreciate like geek Gohan a lot more now. Like, in terms of a fighting series, of course, it'll always be annoying, but in terms of the way he is, like the fact that he started off as a kid, he didn't want to fight. For his entire childhood, he didn't want to fight. When he fought Cell, that was like the one time he snapped, and then after that, he was like, well, I don't want to fight still. Like, now I appreciate him a lot more in Super, now that I've been fully refreshed on the fact that, you know, he doesn't want to fight. He's not a fighter. He will step up to the plate if he has to, but until then, like, he's not going to constantly train because, like, that's not what he's all about. It's just not fulfilling to him. Wait, what? What was this? I guess this was the final twist in the joke, but what? Little Zalatil stepped in the wrong room. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, they even call him a space cop. Okay. Yeah, if Goku attracted monsters, Vegito attracts the gods and anomalies from the very depths of space. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, Vegito also isn't totally white. His Saiyan blood will boil as he lacks an adversary at his size. What does that mean? Isn't totally white? Like, I guess, like, isn't totally relaxed? Isn't totally cool? I feel like that's definitely just a slang term that doesn't quite translate. This is super cute, though. Oh my gosh, and even the Straw Hats. Man, this artist is absolutely talented. I didn't really like their style at first, but it's absolutely grown on me over the course of this one chapter. All right, back to an actual ow. Back to an actual chapter. Double Trouble. Oh my. The Dragon Ball is my only hope. Let the goddesses help me for this fight. Oh no! Arale, what are you doing? Arale, no! Poor Mary Sue. Everyone riots. How could you hit that innocent girl? But yeah, that really wasn't natural. I'm really glad that was actually just a setup for Arale to jump in. Oh, okay, so that's where the Double Trouble comes in. Gotenks versus Gotenks. Well then. That's a huge waste of charisma. God. I love that, like, Trunks genuinely believes that Gotenks is cool, that people like Gotenks. But alright, oh boy, we're doing it! Gotenks the Magnificent! It is less special when they're both there. Oh boy. This is the end for you, pale copy. Are we gonna get the exact same page again? No. That's fine. Like, I was thinking about it because this is a webcomic. Like, there's no reason not to. It's not like they're using up pages, but at the same time, it would be a bit too self-indulgent. This works way better anyways. Oh boy. Well, I don't know which side's gonna win. Honestly, I don't know which one is which. Like, there's no real difference in the designs. Especially since, like, these are literally, like, flipped panels. So, yep, they both rain out at the same time. So, that is true, yeah. The more powerful you are, the less Super Saiyan 3 holds out. So, even then, like, when they were kids, it lasted longer. Well, okay, well, are they disqualified? Like, you're not allowed to have multiple people in the arena, right? The two fighters split in two bodies each. Okay, huh? So I guess if it's one person in the, that changes things though. Like I thought the rules like would have also stopped like for example, they would have stopped Cell from making Cell Juniors. But in that case, if this is allowed, like if defusing is allowed, then theoretically Cell could spit out Cell Juniors. Not that it'll really help, like Cell Juniors aren't very useful, but still. I also do appreciate the very casual racism. Or speciesism, I suppose. After 84,875 identical strikes, as the fight never seemed to get to an end. Yeah, this was a bit too much. Well, it's Gotenks of Universe 18 who wins this match. Alright then. Oh, okay. Hey, Nekomajin's in Universe 2 as well. Okay, so I guess Universe 2 is just, like, the miscellaneous Toriyama universe. I thought it was going to be literally just the Arale universe. The universe where it's just Arale, which is also weird because, like, Arale exists in all the other universes anyways. Okay, Zenilum from Universe 19 versus Boo from Universe 4. I'm honestly very interested in this. Like, Universe 19 has been an enigma to me. I don't know what is going on with them. Like, they're not very cool. They're not interesting. I mean, they are interesting, sorry. They are interesting, but they don't, like, they're not intriguing. If that makes any sense. I want to know more about them, but the series hasn't really given me much to be interested in. It's more just like, as a separate human being, I happen to be interested in them. So I hope they do something really cool here. Oh, you didn't notice we changed our armors. That's true. They started off with like very bulky armor. They switched over to something closer to the Frieza Force uniforms. Okay. Okay, so first of all, they are using Frost Demons as the term for the Frieza race, which I do prefer. Like, I prefer having a name for them that isn't Frieza race, because it feels like especially weird if you're talking about like King Cold or the one from the Bardock flashback movie. Like, neither of those, like, those are all pre-Frieza. It feels really weird to call them all Frieza race. So, I like Frost Demons. Sure, please, like, just show me why you're cool. I want to know. Ooh, okay. Instant cutting. Instant cutting went all, like, it hit this pillar. I don't think the pillars are protected, though. I know the audience is protected, but, interesting. So, it's not like that was a technique designed to not, like, to prevent regeneration, but it was some sort of weird psychic attack almost. Oh! He cut through a spike? Okay, so it did go through the shield. Like, the shield is covering the spikes. Interesting. So it's an ability that, like, moves through Ki, or, like, things that work on Ki don't work on his ability. Interesting. It's called Farewell Boo. I'm sorry I've destroyed you entirely, but there's no other solution. Okay, that's worrying. That's extremely worrying. Like, that was presumably a technique designed specifically to kill Boo. And yet, Super Boo from Universe 4 is that much more powerful, / he's, like, evolved past it. Alright, let's see. Okay, come on. I'm really rooting for you, come on. Show me the pride of Universe 19. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's right, he did say, like, I want your armor, so just the armor. That said, if he doesn't have any other tricks, he's gotta just, just tap out, I guess. Or, I mean, be knocked out, but either way. The moment we use Ultra, we get stolen. Okay, this Boo won't be able to do anything with it, sure. But that is definitely setting something up. And yeah, like, that did at the very least show off that, like, they can immediately slice through people. If you can't regenerate, that is terrifying. I also do like the trio of thoughts here. Like, you've got Vegeta, who's being cocky Vegeta as always. Then Piccolo, who comes in with the deep analysis. And then Goku comes in with more analysis. Like, I guess Goku is slightly more analytical, but I'm not used to that. God, they are absolutely, like, that is a good goof, though. Like, I do appreciate the mockery. Alright, Universe 17, Cell's Fearful Victory. Let's see, like, because it's Universe 17, I assume it is, like, it's just showing how it is that Cell won. We'll see, though. Like, the art does look really good. Oh my god, that is brutal. Jeez. That said, like, I haven't really said very. Okay, the Dragon Ball Multiverse banner is kind of funny. That said, like, there's not a whole lot for you to say about this because it was, like, how do I put it? It was very well drawn. I do appreciate how well it was drawn. The problem is really just that there's nothing to say about it. It's just Cell killing the Z Fighters. All right. Well, that. All right, Chapter 17, The Taste of Revenge. I don't have much to say about Chapter 16. Let's just move right along. I do like this cover page, though. Like, I'm hoping there isn't actual, I assume there's not. I assume this is just an out of context, like, bit of art for fun. And like, it is extremely fun. That Piccolo gives me life, but yeah, I hope it doesn't tie into the chapter, because I think it's just fun as its own thing. It's too damn long. It feels like I've been standing here for 2 years. Did it take them 2 years to get this far? Like, I could see that, actually, if you count in, the way, like, scheduling and stuff would play out. Plus, this is 355 pages in. Like, I'm acting as if it's not that long, but, like, to be fair, that's quite a chunk. That's a fair chunk of, Multiverse so far. Alright, so Universe 9 Tenshinhan versus Sun Wukong from Universe 2. Really? Okay. So, like, Universe 2 is the Toriyama universe, it seems. Is this supposed to be the prototype Goku? Because I know, like, before the first chapter of Dragon Ball, there was, like, a prototype thing that Toriyama did. That was just, like, kind of Dragon Ball, but not really. Is that where he's from? Or are we going all the way back to Journey of the West? Oh, you must touch the ring so that the match can begin. Okay, so it's also, like, I was curious as to how he was going to fight, if he is just, like, the historical, I mean, the Chinese Sun Wukong, or the flashback one, or, the proto chapter 1 Sun Wukong, but if he just makes great use of the power pole and the Nimbus, that'd be a good way to differentiate him. Jeez, whoa. All right, I mean, Tien's not playing around, that's for sure. That's an interesting thing to note, though. Like, those aren't planets, and even if it was a real planet, that wouldn't be oppressive. But, like, why not just make it a real planet, then? I feel like that's got to play into the series, then. Like, there's got to be something important that'll happen involving those. Because this is also an empty universe. Like, it's not like they'd have to explain that, oh no one was on that planet. It's like, it's empty. So, it would be fine if it was a planet. Oh, okay. Oh boy. That's also, like, I guess the like, the Nyoibo, as in the thing that Goku has usually, really just extends. I've never heard, like, I've never read Journey to the West. I've seen adaptations and stuff, like, based around it, but I guess I've never even seen an adaptation of Journey to the West. I never considered that you could just make it super wide. Okay, this is also a technique he has, I suppose. Also, we do know that Tien can do, like, actual multiform, as opposed to just, like, illusionary multiform, so this should be even. Oh my god, the way this is laid out is so good. Like, it's your standard 12-panel structure, but it's one panel of Tien yelling, and then 11 panels of different Sun Wukongs being punched. Oh my god, so perfect, I love it! That was so satisfying. He looks just like Buddha, freaky. Alright. Man, Universe 9 is actually really cool. Like, I don't want them to be crushed, but I want there to be a thing where, like, specifically, I want them to acknowledge that, okay, maybe aliens are okay. Like, specifically, the Goku from our universe is okay. Like, maybe it's fine to, like, live with aliens in their timeline. Oh, Zangia versus Bra. Okay. So I assume this is the revenge that we had in the start of this chapter, or, like, the title of the chapter. Even though, like, I don't know if Bojack would be broken up over Zangia dying. Like, he killed Zangia in the movie, right? She changed her name on the registration, really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if she gets really mad, like if she starts torturing Zangia, I could see her like going off the deep end. Like I could see her getting really dark. It is a possibility. So good on you, like Gogeta. Like shut this off right before it starts. Also, I said Gogeta. Damn it, I meant Vegito. Vegito. All right. Yeah, he's really just cutting it off hard. Like no, if you don't control yourself, I'm making you leave from the tournaments. Like it's an order. And he knows, like, if she's his daughter, then she can't say no. She can't do anything that would risk getting kicked out of this tournament. Oh no, Zangia, you really shouldn't have said that. You really shouldn't have said that. I mean, I hope she holds it together, but it can really go any way. Come on, just one strike, just one strike. Oh my god, that's like her key not just being a pillar, but a pillar that like goes in both directions. That is really, really cool. Okay, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, no need to count. She's dead. She hit the barrier and just died. Okay, I mean, yeah, please don't hold that against her. She was triggered and she tried. Like, she wasn't making her suffer anything. She did try to do it in just one blow. Yeah. And plus, like, killing isn't bad here. Like, it's not irreparable. Oh man, that is brutal. Oof. Okay, yeah, I guess you wouldn't have known that. Like, yeah, in our universe, he killed her himself just to distract me. Like, it wouldn't have made him feel bad. So, yeah. I guess that's also, like, a good reason for her not to have completely freaked out, because it wouldn't have been useful. Like, she wouldn't have gained anything. She wouldn't have hurt him in any way. Okay, Universe 19, third time's the charm. Please, 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 please. You're going up against an android. To be fair, like 16 is a good guy, so I depending on how we're supposed to read Universe 19, I could see them like, thrashing him and then, they go too far and it feels bad that, he's being thrashed. Okay. Ultra Waiver Ball, sure, sure. Ah, Hell's Flash. God, the Hellzone Grenade is possibly one of the coolest things in the entire series. It's so cool. Though, actually, wait a minute. I might be wrong. I thought Hell's Flash and Hellzone Grenade were different, or the same thing, but I guess they are different, actually, right? Oh, come on, come on! They do seem relatively evenly matched. Like, neither of them are too overly powerful. Like, how would I put this? 16 definitely has the edge in terms of raw energy, but in terms of, like, fighting, I don't think either of them has the advantage right now. Okay, okay. His armor makes him as resistant as a cyborg. Yeah, like, he does seem to definitely be on par. Ooh, very clever. Like, using gravitational control to actually pin him down to the grounds. Oh, that's true. Oh, wait, that's right. Android 16 couldn't have been revived by the Dragon Balls, like, because he's an android. Oh no, oh no! I forgot about that! Yeah, he spoke of the Dragon Balls. He must know that in our time, they didn't resurrect him. He's really pushing it. Why? 16, what are you doing? Like, you can just leave. Oh, okay. Really? That was cool. Like, having it come down to the wire. Like, 16 was willing to die if it meant, like, it was, oh my god. It was specifically the fact that Eileen kept on calling him, like, just an android, like a thing. It was the moment he said, like, shooting a man who was down. That was when 16 was like, alright, so you're worthy. Like, somehow, it's not that I didn't expect that, but, like, I didn't think 16 would go that far. That was really cool. Yeah, legitimately, that was a good victory. Of course, 16 is quite weak. Bugging eyes. Oh boy, oh no! Like, just to be clear, when I said oh no, it wasn't that I don't want Videl to fight. I think Universe 9 Videl is going to be amazing. Like, Universe 9 in general is amazing. But I saw the sword in her hands. Like, it's definitely going to be the exact same thing of King Cold saying, hey, that sword's really strong. Don't hit me with it. Why don't you put it down and fight me like a woman, and then you'll pick up the sword and then die? Oh boy. Also, this does bring up a good question. Is it cheating if you are ogling someone who is the person you love, but in a different universe? I'd say, I don't know. I'd have to be in that situation to fully tell. Like, personally, if my boyfriend was looking at someone, like an alternate me from, like, an apocalypse timeline who looks super hot, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? I'd probably be ogling me from an apocalypse timeline. But at the same time, I think I'd also be jealous. Like, simultaneously. I'd understand, but I'd also be like, hey, come on. Oh, okay, another special. This time it's, I assume, the BoJack movie. Also, oh boy. I'm not sure about this art style. So, it was more or less the same as the Cell special chapter. The main difference was just it didn't look good, and also, instead of it being Cell, it was just like, hey, well, I guess BoJack now took over the universe. Not a big fan of these. I do want to, like, say something, at least so that you understand, like, yeah, I didn't skip the chapter. Like, I did read it. I know what happened. I just was not impressed. Also, this is Boma, right? Please? Let this be Boma? I mean, I've been wrong before. But because she looks older, and also, like, the hair is an interesting combination of, like, long-haired Boma and also, like, Boma when she's older and she has the bob going on. Like, it's gotta be, right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's Trunks. How do genetics work in this universe or in this multiverse? Because I have to assume then Trunks is the child of Boma and Yamcha. But it's clearly Trunks, and, like, he looks exactly the same. Let's see. Like, hopefully this is a mostly Universe 9 chapter. Because I'm so into them. They're so cool. Oh my god, it's the Z-Sword! So first of all, and it's the Z-Sword, I forgot what it looked like. Second of all, they haven't broken it yet. Like, so that means that their universe still has a way to get, like, a big boost. Like, they're already strong enough. But I feel like they can't compete with, the upper echelons of universes. Like, they can't compete with Saiyans. That said, if they all get their latent power unlocked, I think they could. That said, I don't remember how long it takes. I know it takes, like, a couple hours at the most. Because there's that thing in the Tournament of Power where they mentioned the idea of, hey, why don't we all unlock our power? But it won't happen. Like, we don't have enough time. We only have a couple hours, and the unlocking process takes longer than that. So, okay, let's see how this goes. Wait a minute. Oh, final form King Cold? Is this final form King Cold's? Like, based on the design, I could see it either way. Like, final form Cooler looks like, he looks more like a mid form for Frieza. So I don't know which one is better. Like, I don't know which one is more correct. Like, is Frieza the the odd one out because his final form is super, like, simplified, or is Frieza like just normal, and then Cooler's the odd one out? Okay. But yeah, because I didn't see a Gohan there, I have to imagine she's pretty pissed off about that. Kaioken! Oh my god! Okay! She has the Kaioken! That's one good way to, give her a big boost. Also, I do appreciate that this is a low-cut, how do I put this? These are low-cut pants, but they're not so low-cut that you'd think of it as being, like, fan servicey. That said, I've been told multiple times I don't know what fan service is. I shouldn't, talk about it. That said, I don't think this is meant to be sexy, is it? Like, it just looks natural to me, if that makes any sense. Alright. I mean, they also feel like they could be pretty evenly matched. Also, I have to assume that she would have heeded King Kai's, she would have heeded King Kai's request of, never go beyond double power. Like, whereas Goku, the absolute madman, immediately, like, the first time he used it, basically, he started off with 2 a couple times, then he jumped up to 3, then I think when he was pinned on the ground against Vegeta, he went up to 4. And then, later on, he went up to times 20, so... Oh? Interestingly enough, like, she didn't say Kaioken times 3, it was Kaioken next level. Is that, like, is times 3 a thing from the dub or something? Like, is Kaioken next level a thing? Let me quickly check. I guess not. The first thing that came up was for DBZ Dokkan Battle. Which, oh boy. Let's not look at that. Okay, yeah, she's weaker than Kaioshin. Still, she could draw the sword. Oh? You, sir, don't you think so? Who are they talking to? It wouldn't be an evil Kai, because, like, I don't think any of the organizers are going to be evil. But it's someone mysterious. With the ear shape, it looks either like, another Kai or maybe a Namekian, perhaps? Like, they did work with the Namekians to do this, so perhaps. Oh boy, they broke it. They broke it. And Goku's the only one who's like, like, Universe 18 at the very least knows what's going on. They know what's happening here. Universe 19 kids will recognize, or Universe 18 kids will recognize this. Oh no, please don't kill Elder Kai in the middle of the tournament. That'd be bad. Okay, so, yeah, they did invite him in. Even then, the fact that it's not part of Videl or anything, it's just someone spawned from an item. Like, does that mean that Cybermen are allowed now? Could you just scatter Cybermen? Okay, so this wasn't his final form. Oh boy. That's a neat bit of canon as well. Or, fanon, whatever. I did when he was carrying you. So, Frieza he's never seen, King Cold's final form. Cooler actually did. Also, this implies that King Cold, gave birth to Frieza, which, interesting. Okay, are they gonna do it right now? Like, to be fair, this is Multiverse. They could change the rules. She could get the power up right now. Oh, that's a good thing to note, actually. Like, yeah, if you've got a Z-Sword, go to your universes and smash that Z-Sword. Oh, for your potential, I'd say about 10 hours. Welp! Okay, huh. So this seems to imply that, Cooler is the exception. Like, the final form of all of the Frost Demons should look vaguely like final form Frieza. Like, they should all look more or less similar. I don't like this design very much, just because, it feels like tall Frieza, but I appreciate the concept behind it. Also, I guess technically Metacooler is closer to, a final form for Cooler. Like, the game's especially treated like that. Especially now that we have Golden Frieza. Like, they tend to use Metacooler as being, Silver Cooler in a way. Yeah, quit. Interesting. Also, wait a minute. Was 16 stronger than 17 and 18? I don't think so. I highly doubt that. I could be wrong, but I didn't think so. Alright. Well then. I mean, now the Frieza universe is much scarier. Like, now that we know that King Cold is an option. You fight Bardock from Universe 3 against Raditz of Universe 13. Okay. First of all, this is Universe 1 though, right? Like, the organizers are all part of Universe 1, or at the very least, the first slots. So, why was he there with them? Also, he's from Universe 3, which we haven't seen before. Like, I don't believe we've seen what Universe 3 is like. Like, is it another Saiyan universe, or what more? This also looks more like the, the Bardock from the specials, with, the headbands. Okay. So that guy also, I thought he was going to be one of the Kais, but I guess not. He must also be part of Universe 3. Because they said, didn't they come together? Oh, he's a Tuffle. That's why. I saw your future. I know who you'll lose to. That's right. This is also, the special version of Bardock that can see into the future. Very interesting. What could that universe be about? I guess it must be one where, the Tufles and the Saiyans, got way out of hands. In my universe, we used to call you Weakling Raditz, and you died at the first opportunity. Jeez. This is not the father-son battle I expected. Oh, boy. Yep, we've got Super Saiyan Bardock. Did this come out when we had the Super Saiyan Bardock special? I genuinely don't know. Oh, boy. It looks exactly the same, but also, if you paste, general Super Saiyan hair onto the original Bardock design, you'll get Super Saiyan Bardock. It's not that big of a change. But, specifically, the fact that it's not as pointy, it's more curved upwards. That's always made me think, oh yeah, Bardock's Super Saiyan form is distinct. And that looks exactly the same. Oh, click. Okay, interesting. So in his universe, they have like found a way around using the orb. That is much better. If you had this in our universe, we'd have won against Raichi. Raichi? Hmm. Who in the world is Raichi? I mean, he does genuinely have a chance. Like, I know in terms of like raw power scaling, Super Saiyans are way more powerful than Ozaru, but in terms of like having the power of an Ozaru and also being able to control it, I feel like just like mentally, it feels like Raditz should have a chance. Oh, whoa, okay, not expecting that. Like, the idea of an Ozaru moving at super speed is pretty nuts. I don't believe there are any ring outs, so Bardock is still in this, right? Okay, it's not the Earth that is in danger. It's not the universe either. We've got what I assume, like based on the design, I guess that's Vegito strangling Gohan? Then nobody can stop my father, sure. It's all of the universes. Okay, something's gonna happen. We've got, yeah, Super Boo freaking out. Huh? So it's final form Frieza, but he's still in his floaty device. Then Goku and a Cell Jr., and then the fused Namekian from Universe 7. What in the world is happening? Or what will happen? First of all, I do appreciate that this like this Bardock and his universe's Bardock look distinctly different. Like, it's easy to tell, even though they have the same silhouette, they are different just because of their armor. Secondly, what a way to foreshadow stuff that's about to happen. Now here's Akira Toriyama for Universe 2. Wait, what? Okay, so I guess this Tuffle was Raichi. They might have said his name and I just kind of like, it slipped my mind. Oh, and it's Toribot. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh no, how can Toribot possibly lose? Though, Raichi is, like, I don't believe he's based on any of the fan characters, right? Is he? He's not the Tuffle from Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, is he? I don't think so. Raichi. Oh wait, he is! Ah, yes, he was from Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. Okay. I knew the name sounded familiar, but I've heard Raichi, and I remembered it was Lychee. It didn't... Oh my god. Okay, so... part of it, I think, is because I was looking at the way it was like Romanized. I was thinking of it as like Raichu. I was thinking of something more electric. But no, he is one of the, like, he is, I think, the only canon Tuffle, actually. Because then you have, you know, Baby and stuff, but he's from GT. Oh, but still, even if he's not a fan character, he is, like, he wasn't created by Toriyama. So he's got the advantage. Then I forfeit. I'm too old for this shit. Toriyama! Oh my god. First of all, the Toriyama Sensei Samadono is oof. Secondly, these are literally the artist and the writer, right? Like, that is Gogeta Jr., this is Saligir. Does this actually say Toriyama? I don't know, it's all kanji. Oh boy. Okay, Raichi wins. I'm really glad we had that with him, because first of all, I didn't recognize his name, I didn't make the connection that was Raichi. Then even when we saw him, I didn't realize it was, you know, Dr. Lychee, until just now. Well then. Okay. Sid from Universe 6. Yeah, 6 is the, actually, I have a thing for this. Do I not? Alright, so, Damage3245 did create this flowchart of the various universes, which I can, in fact, use to figure out which universe Bojack is from. Universe 6. Okay, so she is also from Universe 6, so she is part of Bojack's crew. Or, like, she's part of Bojack's harem, I suppose. Like, she isn't from Bojack's race, but she is just one of these girls that happens to be with him for some reason. Who can carry me to the ring? Oh boy, I'm worried about this girl. Before then, Universe 3, Visions of the Future. Okay, I am very curious about Universe 3. Also, Raditz is here, so are we going to see, like, Raditz the weakling die? Or maybe we'll actually see that, like, what he said there to, you know, that other Raditz was a bluff. Like, maybe he really did love his son. Maybe. I am Raditz, the shame of the elite. Jeez, okay, I feel really bad for him now. Oof, your mother must be from another planet, a lowlife whose population was eradicated. Jeez. That's rough as heck. God, poor kid. Like, really, poor kid. Oh, yes, bite the tail. The Saiyan's weakness. No killing while in recess, kids. Oh boy, well, that's Saiyan's for you. Like, it is still blowing my mind, honestly. Like, not related to Multiverse, but I was just, like, looking over the first few volumes of, like, the Saiyan saga, and it blows my mind that if Frieza had, or if Vegeta hadn't specifically just been like, oh, you know what? I'm mad at Nappa. I'm going to just kill Nappa. Like, if it wasn't for that, we would have 3 Saiyans. And, now with Broly 4. Like, Vegeta was so willing to be the last of his race by his own making, by virtue of him just, like, killing off one of the last members of his race. That's so bizarre. Like, especially with current Vegeta, it feels so weird. Especially with the flashback in Broly, where we saw that, like, we knew that there was an age gap already. Like, Vegeta was clearly shorter than Nappa, but Nappa was, like, significantly older than him. He was kind of an instructor figure to him. It feels so weird that Vegeta just decided, like, oh, you can't fight right now, like, literally right now, so I'm going to just kill you. You're going to be, like, I'm going to just wipe out 1/3 of the Saiyan race, as far as I know. That's so insane. Okay, in 10 days, almost all of them will be on their home planets. So, tell Herrick's unit to come back as soon as possible. Send one of our armies. Da-da-da. Not good. I want to terminate the species. Okay. So, are we saying that, like, that's why there are no female Saiyans who are still alive? It's because, Frieza made sure to wipe out all of them, and he intentionally left, like, Raditz and, like, Nappa alive. Yeah, this means we'll only keep Vegeta and Nappa alive. Bardock and Hanasia have 2 sons. Okay, so never mind. I guess Guinea's, like, name hadn't come out yet. Like, we hadn't gotten Dragon Ball Minus, so fair enough. Okay. We're officially going to Frieza 16. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, fair enough. So that's how, or even then, like, I feel like that's the that's going to be the same in all the other universes. Like, that's separate from what I assume the divergent point is here, which is that, like, Bardock survives, he manages to, like, fight everyone, like, he manages to save the Saiyan race, maybe, or they get exterminated, but he survives along with, the Doctor. Oh, true. Maybe you're at one unit just like him. It's possible. Like, first of all, she looks really cool. I like this design for a female Saiyan. I like the fact that she only has one shoulder pad. It brings to mind the idea of the Amazons, except without cutting off a boob. Like, just the idea of the asymmetry, and then, like, the fact that the asymmetry is continued on her like her skirt piece. It looks really good. Look at these babies. 3, 5, 7 here. This one's 15. Do you really think he'll become elite? No way. This one is 10,000. Oh no! Oh no! I guess this universe also has a Brawly. Well, God, that is... I don't think that goof will ever get old. If we see every single universe, and at some point we get to see, like, on Planet Vegeta at one point or another, someone freaking out over Brawly as a baby, I'd be fine with that. Man, I'm really, really starting to like Raditz in this universe. Like, he's a bit of a brat, but he's also, like, he feels like a relatable kid. Oh, she's so hyped for her small child to commit genocide. Yeah, we've seen some 150 to 200, but it's like 3 or 4 people. Normal elite is merely a 30, 40. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's not like he'll encounter the strongest masters on his first day on the planet. Literally true. Although, to be fair, he didn't. To be fair, as they say at the start of Dragon Ball Z, like, he was this tiny little terror, and then, like, that's why Son Gohan had to go in and try to, like, wrestle him under control. And then eventually he bopped his head on a rock and, lost his memory. I'll train my baby to kill. He will be ready. How do you train a baby to kill? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how that works. to be fair, like, it has been canon for the longest time that Saiyans don't really care about each other, and they especially don't care about their kids. Like, they're pretty selfish overall. So, I guess that is just carrying that through. Like, this is a more realistic Bardock than even the Broly Bardock, who just kind of had this big change of heart at one point. Man, it is really cool to see them as Uzaru just, decimating this world. Like, I do really love that concept of, like, how it is that they're that powerful. Like, they just drop to the world, they turn Uzaru, they have some control over themselves, and they just destroy all life. It's so sci-fi, honestly. Woo! Massive destruction, 11 out of 10. They only wanted to destroy 10 cities, they took out 11. That's pretty nuts. Who? Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. Is that the Tuffle planet then? Or no. So I guess he must have just, like, sought them out. In story you all know, Bardock has killed this man and didn't care much about it. A few days after, Doria would have attacked his unit, right. So in this version, the divergence point is that he listens to this guy, who is not Raichi. I thought for a moment, I just assumed based on the zoomed out panel, it had to be Raichi. Wait a minute, is he going to give Bardock the power of future sights? Because that would also explain why this one specifically has it, while the ones in other universes clearly don't. Ooh. That's also a neat way of putting it. Like, you are merely the messenger of our death. I want revenge. Like, this is all because of Frieza. Even if we are the ones who are killing, even if these Saiyans are the ones destroying his planets, like, it's all Frieza's fault, and Frieza's going to kill the Saiyans as well. Like, it's in both their best interests to have him kill Frieza. Oh, don't finish me from a distance. Go through my heart with your fists. And that'll transfer his power, right? Receive my power and my strength. Okay. Alright, he's back. Oh. I didn't consider that. Like, I thought he was just coming back and then he saw it. But no. So, he heard all of that. Then he, came in and then he heard the conversation. Yeah, and now he's got the flashes. That's such a cool way of giving him the powers. Like, without giving every single Bardock the powers. And also, while explaining why this specific Bardock can see the future. Like, it's an actual reason. That's so good. Yep, and then there's that. There's the assassination. Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah, this is the divergence points. I guess that means that Raichi doesn't help them save the world, but I guess he may have just, like, met up with him afterwards. Oh boy, alright, so we're gonna start. I guess we'll leave chapter 21 for next time. Like, I'm very into it, and I really do appreciate that this is a good special. Like, I have been super enthralled by it. Steph84 is definitely my favorite of the artists so far. Like, who did the this one? Vegito's Heiresses. That edits by Steph84. Wait, it's not Steph84 though, right? Oh, Poff. Okay, that's right. Yeah, like, this art style is cool. I like it in its own way, but I especially like the color images, honestly. Like, I think the black and whites still are kind of wonky. Whereas, like, Steph84 has been absolutely amazing. Like, wow. Multiverse is incredible. I know this is a weird place to stop this, but to be fair, it's also, like, I know it's going to feel like a short video. I did skim, like, I would have basically cut out 2 of these chapters just because, I didn't have anything interesting to say about them. It was all just like, yeah, oh wow, that person's dead. Any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Before I stop, the reason why this was made in the first place was that I could do brackets. So, like, now we've fleshed them out a bit more. I could even, like, fill in this one, Arale did in fact win. But, okay, so, of these, yeah, I might fill these out, or I might just beg Damage to do it for me. What do I think will happen here? So, Universe 13 Nappa versus Cargo from Universe 10. Nappa won. So, it's Nappa versus Frieza. In terms of raw power, like, Universe 13 is not very impressive. Like, they really aren't. So, I feel like that's going to pretty handily go to Frieza. That'll also, like, give Universe 8 Frieza a bit more, like, how do I put this? It'll make Universe 8 Frieza more scary. It'll show that, yeah, he's not completely outclassed. That said, Goku from Universe 18 versus, like, I am assuming everyone from Universe 18 is going to continue on. Like, unless they get eliminated by someone from 16, or maybe if there's like an in-universe plot reason where it's very clear, like, oh, they should throw this match, or like they could die. Like if it's a, I guess in that case, I'll bring that up if they fight like someone from 19, for instance. So Goku versus 17, I think easily Goku's got that. Goku wins. South Kaishin versus Majin Buu from 11. That's interesting. Universe 11, I believe, is the universe with Babidi, right? It's the Babidi one, because the Super Buu universe is universe 4. In that case, I think we're going to get a really interesting dynamic there, where South Kaishin's like, wait a minute. Like, what is going on? Like, I can feel the presence of a Kai within him. Or even then, like maybe in their universe, they would just know, like, oh, like Buu absorbs the ultimate Kai. What was his name again? Was it the final Supreme Kai? There's no way that was it, right? But Fat Kai. I think there could be something like that. I think Buu's gonna win. U versus Nail, Ubuan. Trunks versus Vegeta. That is actually very interesting. Trunks from Universe 12. What was Universe 12's gimmick? Oh no, I'm not seeing anyone else here from Universe 12. So I can't even, like, use that to remember who they are. Whoops. Well then. I'll leave that undecided. I want to say just Vegeta because it's Universe 18 Vegeta. I feel like he's gonna make it most of the way through. Universe 18 Pan versus Kakarot, Universe 13. And now this is where it gets scary, because I could absolutely see Universe 13 Kakarot killing Pan. That said, there's also the danger of, like, Pan just saw another Pan die. Like, she's going to be pretty freaked out by that. I think that's going to be very story-focused. I think she's probably going to lose, though. Because, A, it brings, like, Universe 13, like, it gives Universe 13 an actual win. It makes him go in further. It allows potentially a Vegeta versus, Kakarot / Goku fights here. Though it wouldn't really be impressive, since Universe 13 is so underpowered. Like, we could still see something thematically happen there. That said, this is also actually what Vegeta wanted. Like, he was drawing out the brackets and saying, like, all right, Pan, so you have to throw this match. So I could see him also, like, maybe as a joke, we'll see that she actually did throw the match. Maybe she'll be freaked out by the fact that, her counterpart died, and she'll be traumatized, and she'll freeze up and be knocked out. I think Kakarot's going to win. Universe 17 Cell versus Bojack. This is the big one, because we've been seeing a lot of the Bojack universe, like way more than I expected, especially the random girls from the Bojack universe. So I feel like Bojack probably has a good chance. That said, Universe 17 Cell is scary as well, and we've been seeing the Cell Juniors. I'm going to give it to Bojack. I'm going to say that Bojack does kill Cell before he goes out, though, in order to, like, to keep on going, or to fill out his roster. He does make some Cell Juniors. That's why we saw Goku later on with one of the Cell Juniors. Like, it's either that the Cell Junior wants to avenge Cell, or Cell's incapacitated somehow. And no, because Bojack can't do that. Like, if it was someone from Universe 19, I'd say, like, maybe they could incapacitate Cell with a special gadget or something. But no, I guess Bojack would have to kill Cell, which I don't think he can do. But who knows? Maybe. Like, at the very least, he could annihilate every single part of him, and that would work. Tapion from Universe 3 versus Krillin from Universe 9. Universe 3 has been a wild, wild ride. I think Krillin's going to win, though. I really like Universe 9. I think, especially because Krillin is the Master Roshi of Universe 9. Like, Krillin has to win. I want Krillin to be more hyped up. Like, I want more for Universe 9. I want Universe 9 to potentially even beat, like, the Super Saiyans. Or, like, at least, like, have a struggle. A struggle where they have to, like, eventually they're, like, they're very mad about it, but they have to admit, like, okay, these people are powerful fighters, and they are honorable. So, that's that. If we slink up here, it's, Vegito beat Brawly. So that's Vegito versus XXI from this. I don't remember much from Universe 5's fight there. So I can't fully say. The easy bet is Vegito, so I'm going to go with that. That said, I'm not sure if I think that Vegito's going to do a lot more. Like, because he's so overpowered, it would make sense to have him be taken out by someone who is very technique focused. Which, wait, was it XXI or 21? In any case, let's go to Vegito there, and then Android 18 versus Arale. I don't know. Like, Arale has to be knocked out before the later parts, because like she's a gag character. She will win. Like, by the laws of gag physics, she should win. Like, she should be uncontested. So I have to imagine that she won't be. Like, I've got to imagine there's going to be something there that will actually like prevent her from winning. But I can't see Android 18 from a very serious universe where, the androids exterminated all life. I can't see her winning against Arale. So maybe Arale will get up here. Maybe Vegito will win, and then we'll get Vegito versus Arale. And it'll be the big thing of, can gag power, is Vegito powerful enough to beat a gag character? That, I think, would be really funny / really interesting. Like, can he, once you're at that level of power, you can start affecting reality. So, can, serious reality warping beat comedic reality warping? It's a concept. Anyways, I don't want to drag this out for much longer, so I'll end it there. I think I will go through the arcs and fill these out, and then every time I finish a multiverse reaction, I'll update this and give you my thoughts on what I think will happen. Alright, so, thank you guys so very much for watching. Bye for now. Nya nya.